Okay, so by the African Fact Zone people, they share this. They says Africa's largest exports by countries. Number one is South Africa with $135.7 billion. Number two is Egypt with $71.927 billion. Number three is Algeria with $60.792 billion. And number four, we have Morocco, $58.4 billion. And number five, we have Nigeria, $46.93 billion. And number six, we have Angola, $29.843 billion. And number seven, we have DR Congo, $27.8884 billion. And number eight, we have Tunisia, $22.487 billion. And number nine, we have Ghana, $20.049 billion. And at number 10, we have Cote d'Ivoire with $17.395 billion. Hey, welcome to the African Time. The name is Vadashi. Well, we are actually discussing Africa's largest export, and we have gotten to know that South Africa is actually leading. Yep. SA is leading with $135 billion. The second place country, which is Egypt, has $71 billion. The gap, though, is about $60 billion gap, just like the third place country, Algeria, is $60.7 billion. So the gap between SA and Egypt is just like what the third country is having. How or what are South Africans doing so right that they are doing marvelously well concerning exporting their products outside the country to the open world? That is beautiful to see. Big shout outs to South Africa for this one. Well, one will ask, how true is this? What is your source? Well, the source to this information is World Bank and then Statista. Yep, the source is World Bank and then Statista. So you can actually check about them and just point in there and ask about Africa's exports, largest exports, and you can get everything you need to know about this. We ain't lying here. We are discussing Africa. You mean business too. This is African Time. Shout out to my team. We are doing great for here. My team, my editor, my team, Joseph. You're doing great with this one. Well, let's go. So, this one says every single one of these countries have commodities as the underlying mainstay of their exports. There needs to be a massive paradigm shift towards processing and manufacturing. That is the only way we can experience inclusive growth that creates jobs and prosper everyone. Well, that is a good point here by an African. He is saying that many of these countries needs to do what is called paradigm shift, and by paradigm shift we have to shift our minds to the most important thing, being industrious, adding value to our product. Most of these products that African countries are exporting, with the exception of maybe South Africa and Egypt, most of them are exporting raw materials. We are not adding much value to it. Even South Africa, if they are to add a lot of value to it, they are going to earn even more than what they are earning right now. So we believe that if we actually go to that lane, we can actually create a lot of jobs, and then everyone will be happy and we create prosperity. People will have a few and a good benefits on the products or the minerals in their lands, and then they will be so happy for that growth. So that is a very, very beautiful point man have shared, and I think I was proud to share this with you too. Well, this one says, honestly, nothing to be proud of, because large portion of those exports are natural resources. South Africa exports many natural resources unprocessed and come back expensive as finished products. SA government must strive to process the resources locally. Well, same thing here. A lot of Africans believe that many of these resources are just naturally. We have not added any value to them, so it will actually go way more bad against us than how we actually imagine. That is so true, bro. That is so very true. Well, this one says, Europeans are really taking a lot of wealth out of Africa. Well, that's so true, though, because imagine all these products are actually fully 100% finished products or industrialized. Imagine how much the continent will be earning from this. So true. So very true. And then lastly, this one says East Africa and West Africa leading economies are absent. If they will allow fair business environment to foreign companies, they will be dominated. Well, that is it. I think man has had some bad issue with the West and East African policies concerning investment and also business and doing business in that region. Okay, he believed that if they have allowed or eased their policies and laws concerning trades, things will have actually been changed, because those also part of Africa has a lot of oils and then lots of resources that they or investors will be up to in for it. So this is something inspiring. I was actually here to share to my people, my South Africans and my Africans, something beautiful for you guys to also know, and then something to know about the African continent. Thank you for your time. Don't forget this Vidashi essay. Hopefully you have enjoyed this section of African Time. Well, Today's topic was something that was called about Africa's largest exports, and then we got to know that South Africa was actually leading, followed by Egypt, thirdly Algeria, Morocco, Nigeria, Angola, DR Congo, Tunisia, Ghana, and then Cote d'Ivoire. These African countries are your top largest exports from the African continent to the other part of the world. Thank you for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed this section of African Time. The name is Vedashi. Thank you.